We wanted to give you back more years of your life.
Tequila.
Wow, thank you so much. That scene meant a great deal to me.
Easy with NBC Baltimore and DCFilmGirl.com. Uma, Charlize, and KiKi absolutely love this movie. This is a literal dream casting for me to have the two of you in an action film. KiKi, I interviewed you virtually for the first one, so nice to meet you in person. I've seen the film twice, absolutely love it, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, Uma, seeing you fight with the sword again literally gave me life. Like, it added years to my life. I'm not even kidding. The Bride is one of the best characters in cinema history. Talk about what it was like to pick up the sword again, do that battle scene with Charlize. Was it a katana sword?
It was quite similar,
Wow.
but no, it was great. It was fun. You know, it had just the right amount of being a self-homage without being one.
There you go.
So, like, I feel like there's something really punchy about that, you know. And I think everybody walked that line really nicely, where, like, we wanted to give you back more years of your life, and at the same time, not like be redundant.
Yeah, no, and that's what I
Keep it
love
fresh.
about it. That's perfect. And Charlize, you're one of my all-time faves. You've literally represented so many incredible women on film. Personal faves are Atomic Blonde, Young Adult, and of course even Monster. You've done so many different film genres. Is there a film genre that you love exploring the most, or that you feel that you thrive in the most?
I don't. I think it feels to a lot of people like I've just been like in the action world.
I mean, Long Shot. I loved Long Shot too.
Yeah. No, we develop a lot of different things, and it's just that these movies take a really long time to shoot. But when I do them, they have to have something more than just action to them. And I think in general, everything that I end up doing is because I don't find it one-dimensional, because I don't think people are one-dimensional. I don't think worlds are. And so to me, the genre is almost secondary.
Wow.
I want to just make sure that I do something that I feel like I can actually believe, that I feel like I would want to sit in a theater and go, okay, well, this isn't too far-fetched. I don't like when things get a little too far-fetched.
Yeah, I love that, and I think that makes sense. Like, I love how you get to explore all of these different types of genres and characters. Well, KiKi, one of my favorite parts in this story is the relationship between Niall and Andy. I just love how much she looks up to her and she admires her. It's truly one of the best parts. And I saw on Instagram how you posted with these two ladies, and I thought it was so beautiful. You said it's so surreal. I'm not just, a fan. I'm a co-star and a peer. So I'm curious for you, after filming now both of these films, what have you learned about yourself as an actor that you'll carry on with you for the rest of your career?
I think one of the big things I learned from working from them is really knowing my shit. Like, getting on set, knowing what we're doing, being willing to ask questions and really break the scene down and make sure everyone is on the same page and that we're feeling good about the story that we're telling. And then working with them on an action film, showing up the right way physically, being fully committed. I mean, the helicopter scene, like the stuff y'all were doing, like, that's inspiring.
You brought a lot to it too, because you have such a different viewpoint, right? And so you made it so rich for us. There was never a time that a scene came by that you didn't make it better. So you have to take that credit for sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I would have just shown up to set that day to watch the two of them do that helicopter scene.
It's crazy. It's so inspiring. Like,
she jumps from a second-story building
on the flag.
Every time I came into the gym, every time I walked into the gym, they had built a platform for her, and she was just practicing. And I was like, is that even safe? Like, are we even allowed to do that? It was so high. It was so high. And then she actually did it on the day.
That's wild.
Which, like, blew the helicopter away. Like, she jumped right through that window.
That was
actually,
one of the
physically.
Best parts.
Then
insane.
Rolled, pulled out a gun, and, like, looked cool.
KiKi, you got to give yourself some more credit here.
It's insane. It's insane.
You got your biggest fans right here. Well, they are
learn from the best.
Absolutely. I would chat with the three of you all day. Of course, I'm so excited for the Odyssey. Can't wait to see that as well.
Thank you.
And yes, like Uma, this was an absolute pleasure. KiKi, so nice to meet you in person. I'm so excited for audiences to see the Old Guard too. Phenomenal. I need the third like right now. I'm excited where Discord.
More life.
I need more life. I need more life. Yeah, I love where the relationship between Discord and Nile. Like they have that little bond. So we'll see where that goes. Congratulations to the three of you, Chiwetel. So nice to see you again. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah. I loved this film. I think it's even better and takes it to the next level, even over the first one. Loved all the action scenes. Loved the relationships between everyone. So congratulations to the three of you. I think that Tua, Copley, and Joe all need a guys' night, though. What would their ultimate guys' night look like? Henry, what do you think?
Ooh, tequila. Maybe some like street tacos. What do you reckon, guys? Like, so that'll be a good one.
Yeah. Where did we find you? When we travel,
Korea.
Yeah. So we're kind of. I think that's
KTV.
I think
we'll do some like singing.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. KTV bar.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his perfect day would be at a library somewhere, just reading like.
Mine?
Yeah. Where would you take us?
Maybe the Sahara or something for some.
Oh, okay.
For some.
Tell me more.
I'm like the Sahara.
Yes.
Like what we doing there, man?
Yes.
I mean, moonlight, stars, dancing,
Romantic.
smoking.
Shisha.
Well, shisha, something like that. Yeah.
One of my favorite lines in the film is when your character Tua says, "I haven't been afraid in millennia." That really sets the tone kind of for the film, the scariness of Discord's character. Yep. Kind of talk about creating that backstory since, he's coming in with literally centuries and millennia of backstory with Discord and Andy.
Yeah, he's been an observer for millennia, I think by choice and by design. I think there was a point in Tua's history in which he withdrew out of fear, out of perhaps an incident that happened. But the only person that knew of his existence apart from Discord and was Andromache, Andy.
Yeah.
And so I think when he does finally come out and kind of meet the rest of the old guard, I think there's a sense of companionship that he'd been yearning for but didn't really understand. So I don't think he'll go back to that crypt of his. I hope.
Marwan, I do love the relationship between Joe and Nikki. It's one of the fans absolutely love it, and I love their scenes, particularly in this film. What can you kind of tease for their dynamic for the relationship, and what do you hope for them?
Well, first of all, I'm very grateful that I found Luca as an actor in my life. We were very close friends since the first one. Actually, since the first day we met.
That's cool.
So that obviously helps any actor that you don't have to act out any form of chemistry between the two in this case. But there is a crack here and there, like everybody experiences in relationships. It's something that you have to work on in terms of trust. And trust is a very interesting element in their relationship at this point, I would say. And so without saying too much, I think that their characters even go deeper together in finding out who they want to be for each other. At this point in the journey or in the story.
Chiwetel, I briefly mentioned Children of Blood and Bone. I know that Gina directed the first Old Guard. Now you're going to be working with her in this film. I'm so excited for it. The cast is amazing. What can you tease for fans and audiences about that upcoming film?
I think it's going to be incredible. I've actually shot it now, and so
are you finished?
Yeah, it's all done. So it's all in the can, and I I think first of all, Gina, as people know from the Old Guard, is a phenomenal director.
She's
of
awesome.
just all of the kind of emotion, all of the action, and this set of books, Children of Blood and Bone, is such deep lore and just such incredible storytelling. And so I think it was remarkable to be on that job and making the film. And I think I'm very excited for people to take a look.
I'm so excited. It's cool you got to reunite with her again, too.
Yeah.
I would chat with the three of you all day. Henry, my fiance, and I are still waiting for Crazy Rich Asians 2. It's literally his favorite romantic comedy
no
ever.
way. That's
We
so
watch
sweet.
it like yearly together. So
Oh,
thank
my
you
God.
all so much for your time today. I'm so excited for audiences to see the old guard too.
Thank you so much. Have a
guys.
good trip.
Appreciate
Bye.
you guys. Victoria, it's so nice to meet you and congratulations on this sequel. I think it takes it to the next level. I've already seen it twice. I love the relationships in this film. Thank you so much for putting Charlize and Uma together. That is like dream casting for me. Okay, it's so good. I particularly love the shot of Andy kind of walking down memory lane when she goes to see Quinn, and it's like all of the time periods, you know. I thought that was just like giving me goosebumps talking about it. Talk about doing that scene, because it's easily one of the best shots in the movie. I don't know how you did it.
Wow, thank you so much. That scene meant a great deal to me. I labored for it. It's one of those scenes that when I was describing it to people, some people didn't get it, but they were honest and said, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. Just so, then tell me what you need, and then we would proceed from there. And I think, and that was more of an analytical approach. Pocky, the production designer, got it. And, in a way that Barry Ackroyd got it. Like, it was just a way that was like, boom, 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 boom. I had a camera, a little Canon S9 V that I took in the back of Chinachita on the back lot, and I took 2 PAs, and I walked the figure 8 that was the end. So I walked through it, and then I did the figure 8 on this little camera. Funny enough, I have it. I just don't have time to find it, but I'm going to find it and let it loose, because it's the PAs, and it's the back of Chinachita, which is a legendary film studio. And then I showed it to Barry because it's a visual medium, so communicating it to him, it's tricky. I could tell people, like, I don't get it. I showed Barry, and he was like, oh my God, and he took his camera, and we walked it in the back. So him and I were in lockstep about what was required, how we need to do it. This thing I had with where the end where it pushes in. The goal in that scene was to tell the audience that this individual who has lived through time has memories and moments that span across centuries. And the duty of the scene was to bring a bit of light and warmth and familiarity to her existence versus just battle and death and mayhem. Yeah. And so how to have cohesive tissue run from each century, from each person. And this thing of that, like, one of the things I kept saying was, this is the only person who knows what this feels like. No one else on earth knows what it's like to feel, except Discord.
Except Discord, yes. Well, the shot was literally so beautiful. Another one of my...
It's in camera, by the way. We didn't cut. That's real. There's no cut in that. The only cut is when we push into the eye and come back to real time. So from the moment Charlize turns the corner, all the way through, that's a one.
That's
boom,
her
from the
walking the whole
70s
time.
to Joe and Nikki, 600 to different centuries, all the way, yep.
Yeah, no, I saw, when I was watching it, I was like, oh, I see what she's doing here. I was like, I love this. It's so good. Well,
You can sneak in one, like, sort of really great bit of filmmaking sometimes in movies like that, in a way that you just all, you're all in, and I was all in on that. Everyone was all in on that.
Oh, you should definitely feel very proud of that scene. It's so good. And another one of my favorite parts of this was the relationship between Andy and Quinn, finally, like, seeing them, come together. I kind of low-key shipped it. Telling Charlize, I was like, so have you kind of thought about, I don't know if you've thought about, like, the story of where it's potentially going to go for, like, the third film. I just loved their relationship together.
I agree, and I think that they carried a lot of, creativity and grace and depth, and they knew what that scene meant. They had their own reasons for why it was important as individuals, and then as 2 actors working together in a scene. They had such respect and regard, and it. The importance of that scene and audiences landing at that moment was held with great care by the entire crew. And I thought that they were just unbelievably earnest and giving, and it's a moving scene. It's really moving and unforced. There's not a dishonest beat in it.
Would chat with you all day. I love the scene where Niall jumps out the window.
I
know
too.
they were telling me she did that for real. And of course the helicopter scene. I told Uma that seeing her sword fight again literally added years to my life.
Everyone's
I'm
gonna
not
freak
even
out.
kidding.
Like, the idea. I go to bed at night still. This is like, you're thinking, oh, Thurman picked up a blade again for us. Oh my God! Like,
And that was
me,
'cause
the
of
geek.
you, yes.
Yeah, me, the geek. And
Yes.
Niall, you should, if you haven't talked to Niall yet, ask her about coming through that window, because she came through and her stunt person did, and she didn't get through, and she came and said, she came to me and said, I want to do it.
Charlize and her KiKi were telling me that they
Good.
fully did it. I have it on
Yeah,
camera.
I'm so.
Yeah, no, thank you so much,
you.
Victoria. You were so fun to chat with. I appreciate you.
Have a nice